cold and it's supposed to be warm because it's May.
Humanity faces many threats, but none is greater than climate change. We are the architects of our own destruction. Humans are the main cause of global warming. Why? 3 reasons. Pollution trapped in the atmosphere, CO2 exchange, and deforestation. This is a main example of deforestation right here.
Our first reason is rising sea levels. According to National Geographic, the rise in sea levels is linked to 3 primary factors, all induced by the ongoing global climate change.
Go.
First cause is thermal expansion. When water is heated, it expands. About half of the past century's rise in sea level is attributed to warmer oceans simply occupying. Second cause is melting glaciers and polar ice caps. Follow me as I show you an example. Large ice formation like glaciers and polar ice caps naturally melt back a bit each summer. In the winter, snows primarily from evaporated seawater are generally sufficient to balance out the melting. Recently, through presentially higher temperatures caused by global warming have led to greater than average summer melting as well as diminished snowfall. Due to later winters and earlier springs, the imbalance results in a significant net again in the ratio of runoff to ocean evaporation, causing sea levels to rise. As an example, as the heat gets trapped in the atmosphere, the glaciers start to melt and the sea level starts to rise. For example, as with the glaciers and ice caps increased, heat is causing the Greenland and Antarctica to melt and the accelerated pace. National Geographic, the global mean sea level has risen about 4 to 8 inches in the past century. Also, pollution has released an enormous amount of heat, which gets trapped in the Earth's atmosphere. In addition, these emissions have caused the Earth's temperature to rise. Furthermore, oceans absorb 80% of additional heat. As humans, we should be concerned because rising sea levels can lead into tsunamis. For example, according to WWF, forest covers 31% of the land area on your planet. They produce oxygen and provide homes for wildlife. Deforestation comes in many forms, including fires, clear cutting for agriculture, ranching, and developing unstable logging for timber. This impacts people's livelihood and threatens a wide range of plants and animal species. We're losing 18.7 million acres of forest annually, equivalent to 27 soccer fields every minute. Deforestation undermines this important carbon sink function. It is estimated that 15% of all greenhouse gases emissions are the result of deforestation. Some animals that are hit hard by deforestation are bees. Bees have to change their location, so if they remain a nest in the forest, they have to change it and move into a different one because of humans' destructive way of destroying the forest and changing it into different factories. So, deforestation, right? When the whole forest is clear out, what happens is that people start making factories. The factories also contribute to the greenhouse effect because of the pollution that it causes that goes to the air, and the carbon dioxide is trapped in the atmosphere.
Another cause of global warming is climate change. According to NASA, the average global temperature has risen 3 degrees in the past century. The cause of this is the increased carbon dioxide emissions that we cause that gets taken into the atmosphere, which increases the greenhouse gases to cause up the Earth to warm up, which produces Arctic glaciers to melt and produce rising sea levels. Let me show you an example of climate change here. As you can see, it was really cold last week, and now all of a sudden, it's what, 85 degrees? My poor puppy can't handle this. It's a shame how it is right now. As you can see, the climate change, the heat, is getting stronger and stronger. An example, look at this. At this moment, this can go from over there to this little plant over here. It could become a wildfire at any moment because of climate change. As you can see, it's gonna start a wildfire right now. That's that little plant right there. See right there. They could kill millions of people right there and cause the earth to warm up. As you can see from our earlier scene, the water was all the way up to here. And because it was so hot, it evaporated and went up into the atmosphere, which produces the greenhouse gases.
The sun's activity increased in the past centuries. This is found in space.com. So, because the sun is increasing during the past century, many people believe that there's stronger sun rays, and that sun rays increase the greenhouse effect, which it actually does. With more solar flares or sun rays from the sun, we get more greenhouse gases into Earth that goes up into the atmosphere. So after all, people believe that humans aren't causing this, but the sun increasing in temperature will still be causing the Earth to heat up and change the whole entire world. Alright. However, the first step in the greenhouse effect is the solar radiation reaches the Earth's atmosphere, and then what happens is that the rest of the sun's energy is absorbed by the land and the oceans, which later heats radiations from Earth towards space. Some of this heat is trapped by the greenhouse effect in the atmosphere, keeping the Earth warm enough to sustain life. Human activities such as burning fossil fuel, and other greenhouse gases released to the atmosphere. This is trapping the extra heat that the humans produce into the atmosphere, which causes the greenhouse effect to be more dangerous than it was. Yes, humans are correct that it's not us that's doing it, because the sun is still increasing, so it will still be the sun's problem and the Earth will still be heating up. But however, humans are doing it much faster. So like, let's say if the sun was heating up, it was going to take like a century or millions of years from now. But because of us, our contribution, what happens is that the greenhouse effect, it comes faster, so we're heating up the Earth faster, and yeah. So after all, it is humans' contribution that is heating up the Earth faster than it's normally supposed to be. So people who believe that, no, we're not the one causing this, well, we are because of the burning of fossil fuel.
These are our call to actions. Shorter showers, buy better light bulbs, pull the plug on outlets, reduce, reuse, recycle, drive less, drive smarter, plant a tree, and don't do unnecessary things. Bro, did you really just take 30 minutes showering your dog?
Yeah.
You see? 30 minutes. It's a very long time to pet our dog. It can increase carbon pollution because it takes so much time to treat your water, heat your water, and then we're just wasting water at that point.
But he's cleaner.
You're still wasting it. You're causing the earth to die at this point because of global warming.
Oh.
And our second call to action is buy better light bulbs. As you can see, this is a no-no right here. These aren't high quality light bulbs. This regular light bulbs uses 95% of the power that they use, which is very bad. So you gotta buy the good ones. Plus, it'll save you money on your bill. Or you can just use sun. Or you can just use sun. Another call to action is pull the plug on outlets. For example, let me just show you. You see this? They have everything turned on. Everything. They even have the lights turned on with everything on. We don't need this. All this puts so much stress on 50 power plants in the US. One outlet just does that by itself. So imagine all these. You don't need this. You don't need this either. Need this either. They even have lights on while there's sun out. This isn't needed either. And our third and final call to action is drive less and drive smart. As you can see, we're all going to be driving soon as teenagers, but we're going to have to be driving less so we can decrease the amount of carbon pollution that we sent into the atmosphere. So, because of this, we have to drive smarter and less. So, in order to drive less, we have bikes. So we have to drive less for less carbon emissions to the atmosphere.